Amazing people. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, good evening. You are all welcome to tonight's section. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm happy to see you guys. Good evening, all.
Good evening, all. Good evening, all. Good evening, all. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday and happy new month. Blessed new month to you all. And how was your day? Hope you are good. Hope you are fine. I can see some people joining in. Thank you for joining. You're all welcome. Thank you for joining. Please, you can just drop your name where you are joining from so I can identify you specially. I can call you out specially. Yeah, thank you all for joining in. You're welcome to another section, another wonderful time with you guys. I hope you are ready for tonight. Yeah, I hope you are ready for tonight. Tonight is going to be a powerful one. Our speaker is ready, and our speaker is going to be joining us soon, very soon, very soon, very soon. So please, I want you all to get your book ready, your pen ready. Make sure you are ready to gain knowledge from this section tonight. Please let your heart be prepared. Are you with me? Let your heart be prepared. So, right now, we just ask the Father to come and help us tonight, to come and take over, take control of everything, for in Jesus' name. Amen. So, right now, I'm so glad. Please, if you are joining us, if you are here with us, please kindly share the link. Make sure you share the link, invite someone here. Don't just enjoy this alone. Make sure you invite someone here. Someone here. Share the link across all your social handles. Share the link across all pages. Share the link. Please invite someone here. Yeah, you don't just enjoy this alone. All right. Thank you very much. I can see some people joining in. Oh, you are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Please, I'm waiting for your response. I'm waiting for your response. You are welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Please let me see your eye. I can see you. Any B designs, you are welcome. I can see you. Evan, I can see you. Thank you for joining in. Please, I want you to share the link to others. Let people join in. Let people enjoy this. Don't let them miss this section tonight. Invite someone. Invite someone. It's going to be a powerful one. We are going to be live very soon with our guests. Our guest is going to show up here tonight, and it's going to be a very powerful section. As you can tell, the topic is talking about who exactly are you. I know many of us are confused and have this question. We have asked this question countless times. Who are you? Who are you? And you have not gotten an answer to it. So tonight you are going to get your answer. Yes, I'm very sure of that. It's going to be a transformative one. It's going to be a glorious moment. You will never regret joining the section tonight. All right. So please join in as we wait for our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is going to be yes now very soon. Our guest speaker is going to be live with us very soon. So please just stay tuned as our speaker will be joining us very soon. Wow, our speaker is here on board. So it's going to be taking over very as soon as possible. As you can see on the flyer, we are inviting a great man of God, the builder, the builder. Yes, he is someone so dear to me that I love so much. He's someone I cherish so much. When I reach out to him, he didn't hesitate to just accept the invite. Thank you so much. So he's going to be taking us on this teaching in in the next 30 minutes. Then if there is any question, please, I want us to make use of the comment section. Make sure you ask whatever question you have in mind to ask. Is going to give answer to it. Yes, as you can see on the flyer, the bio of our speaker is the founder of Tranquil Brazer, whereby those people are the people he helps to heal things. So, and also is a writer, a author of the Ignite Shift. Identity Shift. The author of Identity and women to what to identify who they are. So tonight is going to be a wonderful one. He's currently live with us here. As I hand over the mic with him, tuned and listen and watch carefully. Thank you very much. All right, please can the Guests hear us. Please, if you are with us, sir, can you take over? Thank you so much, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me,
Good
just be
evening, sir.
affirmative.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, good evening. Good evening in the chat. I can see some people. I can see Ada. I can see Joseph. I can see Essie. You're all welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And everybody I'm not seeing, we are seeing in the spirit. I'm seeing in the spirit. Please, if at any point you stop hearing me, I can see our mighty apostle. You are welcome, sir. Evan. You are welcome, sir. Please, if at any point you stop hearing me, let me know, please. Let me know, please. 'Cause I think my network is having some up and down glitches. Okay, okay,
All right, we can hear you, sir.
okay. So, good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be here, to be live with you guys here, especially with my brother Bosungida. He's been one amazing brother that I know I can count on anytime, any day. He's a sweet brother. He's a sweet man. In case there's anybody that is single here, the guy, the guy is very much single. Please, and he's ready to mingle. He has money. He has money as my brother. I can vouch for him. And I love you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for having me. Take privilege and honor. And it's an honor. I do not take this honor for granted that you guys are listening to me. Thank you so much for having this. Nice, just 1 hour to listen to this obviously small boys. But God helping us to be decoding some things about identity. So if being an author, which is the book Identity Shift, that book is not yet out based on there's still a lot of work being done on it. The more I write, the more I think needs to be written on it. But then you guys should know my birthday is coming soon. And by the grace of God, the book might be one of the birthday gifts I'll be giving out to you guys. So look out for the book. It's an amazing book. It's an amazing book so far. We have tested it with some other people. I've given it to some of my close mentees. They have read it, and I can tell you for sure, it's one book that if you read, I am certain with all certainty that yes, identity, the confusion you have about your identity, it will be a thing of the past. It will be a thing of the past. I cannot use 1 hour and teach your identity. I promise. I can't. I can't. 1 hour is even too small to teach your identity. But then we'll just give you a crash course. A crash course. So an insight into the book. Obviously, you should get the book. You should get it. If you don't, if you do, but then you should get the book. It's an amazing book. I promise it's an amazing book. So we'll be starting briefly tonight. Hold on, please. I think I left my phone. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, please. Fortune. Okay. Thank you so much. Are you with me, sir? Are you with me, sir? Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me, sir? Can you still hear me, sir?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. So let's start. Let's start. Identity is one topic I know that I can talk forever because everything in life begins with identity. Everything in life, even life itself, begins with identity. The potential of a thing cannot be known and maximized unless the identity is first known. So it does not matter how great prophecies have been said about you. If you did not discover your identity, you cannot enter into it. It does not matter. You can't even begin to do it. You can't even begin to do it. You may know the work God has for you. You may know the amazing work God may have told you that, okay, many pastors, they might have told you, oh, you're a mighty apostle. Oh, you will change the world. Oh, you will do this, you will do that. Unfortunately, I know many people that are like that. They've told many prophecies. And till date, my brother and my sister, they are still where they are. There is no movement in their life. It's because people do not first take care of the first thing, which is the identity. The identity. You see, when God wanted to create man, when God wanted to create the human called man, he did not make identity of a man. And if you are that man in itself means authority. It means authority. It means authority. It means one that is above, one that is higher, one that should dominate. Someone call if you're ready, if you're ready, I know if they call you man, you speak some kind of way. I'm not a man. But then the side of God, we are all sons of God. So don't say it's me, it's the Bible. Go and hold your Bible accountable. But then when Bible actually calls you, or when God calls you as a son or a man, what is actually saying is that you are a dominating factor. You are one that is meant to dominate over everything that he has made. So before, if you read the book of Genesis 1 from verse, I think from 26, 25 down, what you see, when God created man, after he created man, the work of man did not come first. It was the identity of a man that came first. So he gave him the identity, not gave him the work to do. Because you see, the work of God upon your life cannot be done to maximum unless your identity is first known. You cannot do it. You can't do the work of God. God only works with men that are, that knows who they are. Even the devil cannot use it if you don't know who you are. Even the devil cannot use it. He cannot. Because that's one of the reasons why even the devil, if you check, people on the streets, they do not necessarily have much impact over influence. They don't have much influence. But if you see people in authority, that is the kind of people that the devil use more to orchestrate his work. And it's those kind of people that you see that they have rank in the realms of the demons, they have rank. Because those ones, they know who they are. They affirmate it. So your usefulness even to God and the devil is tied to you. It's tied to you identifying yourself. It's tied to your identity. It's tied to your identity. It's tied to your identity. And largely to the one thing about the work of God is that it is largely above you, obvious. It is bigger than you, obviously. Sorry for that. It is bigger than you, obviously. But then, for you to be able to come to that consciousness of doing it to its maximum, your identity needs to be known. And one thing, when God made all of us, when he made all of us, he made us for his glory. There is a part of God I am meant to reveal. So we are all, obviously, we have a general identity and we have a specific identity tied to us, which is tied to the work we are meant to do. Because a man that does not know that he's a bricklayer, is a bricklayer by identity. He may start to go and be doing the work of carpentry. And to him, he may be succeeding. But to the agenda of God upon his life, he's largely failing. He's a failure, he's a big failure. So, in as much as you want to do the work of God, it's okay to do the work of God. But then, you should not do the work of God out of the plan of God, out of the identity of what God says you are. We all have everything. We have this drive. We want to please God. We want to do this. We want to do that. I want to do that. But then, even the work of God cannot be effective unless your identity is being known. Unless your identity. So, I don't know how many minutes I have left. But please, sir, once is let there be signals, please. Let there be signals. So once is some 10 minutes to the 30 minutes you give me, sir. So I can just do a crash course on how to find your identity, and just a crash course, just something small. Okay, so what is this identity we call it? You see, when I first started this identity of it, I thought identity is one big thing. Is one, and it's because it is not big. That is why so many people miss it most of the time. Because it is not big. That's why you miss it most of the time. That is why you miss it. That's why it will come to you. I'll be like, oh no, this is not who I am. No, this is not who I am. No, this is not who I am. This is not who I am. No. And most of the time, it is something easy. It is something simple. Identity is a state of being. It's not something big. It's not something. It's just your state of being. And that your state. He called him man. So God identified even the greatest creation of all creation by his word. So your identity of who you are is tied to the word of God. The identity of who you are is tied to the word of God. There is no party. There is no scenario about it. There is no two ways about it. There is no psychic way about it. There is no dictionary way about it. It's tied to the word of God. It's tied to the word of God. But then each and every one of us, there's something I get to understand about life is that when we come to life, we know we come blank. We came blank. There's nothing on our head. There is nothing that we know. So we obviously blank. We're a slate that is waiting to be filled. And now I'll not say if you are. Let me just use the word unlucky. But I'll not say unlucky, sir. Let me say if you are just like me that came from a background that is mostly furnished by pain. That what you were brought into was just pain and pain. And all you know why growing up was pain. There is a possibility that you con your identity from that pain. There are two different things now. There's what we call calling your identity from pain, and there's what we call calling your identity with pain. And majority of the time, what we are doing or the state of being, or why you are confused about the identity of who you are, is because you call your identity with pain, not from pain. It's two different things. Just follow me. I'm trying to be brief here because I'm trying to be brief here, but God will help us. God will sincerely help us. It's a different way to coin your identity with pain and to coin it from pain. With pain is that you check about you. Let me give you a crash course of my story. I believe most of you have read my story, but then let me just give you a crash course of my story. So while growing up, I am one of the persons I would say I was abandoned as childhood. Because obviously my mom was raped, and because of that rape, she got pregnant. And because she got pregnant, most people tell her about this thing. At some point, obviously she tried. Because see, no matter how you want to do as human being, even in as I'm a preacher of the opinion of people don't matter. I preach it a lot. If you are close to me, I would have tell you, why do you think the opinion of people matter? It should not matter in your life. But then there is a breaking point of every human being. There is a kind of word you will hear at some certain point. A kind of people that will say it, and you will tend to start believing that thing, that this is the right way. This is the right way. She was stubborn at first of not aborting, because of room stuff and all. So she tried. Obviously, she did not succeed. That's why I'm here today. But then after I was giving birth to, she had to abandon me because obviously she had a career. She was in the acting industry and she was still very much in secondary school, just finishing SS3, trying to go. So she had to further her career. So she next with her grandparents, and they were the one taking. Even if those one was trying to take care of me, they actually two people are important in a child life. You see the father and the mother. If a child did not have one of these components while growing up, there is a possibility that the child grow up in a defaulted way. The child is not complete. His childhood is not properly cooked. So, I would say I was abandoned, and most of the time, they will subtly remind me of a mistake that I was. So they will call me whenever I do something whenever they tell me to do something and I not do it the right way that I'm supposed to do it. They will say, you keep making mistake in this thing because you are a mistake. So I grew up with the identity of I am a mistake. And obviously, no matter how much I try to do things, you see, identity is so powerful. It is what you call yourself that you. The definition of identity in my book, I'll still give you that one. But then let me just rush it to the story. So no matter how much I try to do things, I keep making mistakes. I make mistakes over and over again. Like there was while growing up, there was nothing perfect that I did. Like there was nothing that I successfully did. They will send me message either I lost money or I forget the message or I just go and buy that thing. They will ask me to cook. Oh, that cooking is a nightmare. They will ask me to cook, and obviously, some people here think I cannot cook, especially this my brother. They think I cannot cook, but then I will not brag too much. They will ask me to cook. But then because I have the identity of I'm a mistake, even if I do not consciously say it all the time, subconsciously, even if I know the right thing to do, one way or the other, my subconscious will drive my conscious mind to do a mistake in it. So it's beyond just my conscious mind. Is that my subconscious mind is also affected. And in case you don't know, you are running on your subconscious mind. 99% of the time, what is weighing your life is your subconscious mind. It's not your conscious mind. Because sometimes you agree with me, you have walked into a room that you did not know what you want to go and do there. What am I doing here? Before you know, before your conscious mind now come back. So many of the times, your life is being ruled by your subconscious. No matter how you try to, that's why I say that some things that are habits from childhood, to stop them with your conscious mind now, it is very hard. It is very, very hard. It's seeming impossible because it has been engraved into your subconscious mind. But that's why so I constantly consider myself a mistake. I constantly consider myself a mistake. So even when I try to keep friends, the friends I keep, they are friends that validate the identity I call myself already. So notice, I don't know if you are following my story, but if you follow my story, you understand what I'm about to say now. Notice, people started calling me a mistake. I did not start making mistakes from there. No. It was when I accepted what they start calling me that it begins to ride on in my life. It begins to show forth and manifest in my life. So this is where the tricky part is. This is where the tricky part is. So it does not matter what people call you. It does not even matter what God calls you. Until you begin to call yourself that, you cannot manifest it. So God can tell you that, oh, you are one mighty man, you are mighty apostle, you are mighty, you have money, you build big house, you are the president of a country. If you do not call yourself a president, it cannot manifest in your life. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible because let me now boss your bubble. Can you still hear me? I think I was lost for some moments. You can still hear me, just let me know, please.
Yes, sir, we can still hear you. I believe others can.
Okay,
Please, if
that's
you
it.
can hear, just drop your comments. Let's be sure.
I've not even started. God. God will help us. I hope the people in the chat box, I hope you can hear me. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. 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 Okay, so I was saying that the identity, it does not matter whatever people call you. It does not even matter what God calls you. Once you begin to call yourself that, it cannot manifest. It cannot manifest. It cannot manifest. You see, one thing about the life of the Israelites, I know many people hate the Israelites that came from Egypt, but I feel like those people are my favorite people in the Bible. They're my favorite people in the Bible because I use them a lot. Like they are the definition of identity lost and how your identity can limit God in your life. You see, the relationship that God wanted with the people of Israelites was not a servant relationship. It was a child relationship. A relationship of father and a child. And it's not the Nigeria one, no. It's not the Nigeria one. It's not the one that your daddy will be coming and you're running away. Oh. It's not the Nigeria one. No. Remove that Nigeria mindset of parents from your mind. When it comes to God, Nigeria parents did not nag me from you. It's not from you at all. It's not from you at all. It's not the one I used to know. It's the one that your father comes to you and asks you for advice on what to do. Did you not see this thing in the life of to go and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? He came to Abraham and was talking to him about what he was about to do, his plans. Is that kind of relationship that God wanted with the Israelites? Originally, that was the plan. But because of pain, because of suffering, oh Jesus, because of pain, because of the struggles they went through. Oh, I don't have time. I would have taken you through the Bible. I don't have time. I just have about 5 minutes left. If you read to I think it's Exodus. I forgot that particular. But if you read the book of Exodus, you see that before Pharaoh started torturing them, Pharaoh saw that there were people of might and there were many. These two things. So these people were great and they had population. Population is different from might. Oh no, don't think because people are many, they are not great. No, population is different from might. Might is in the sense of strength, what they can accomplish. It's in the sense of capacity. In sense of capacity. So, Pharaoh. That Pharaoh guy is a wise man, even what he did was very, he's a wise man. He saw that these people, they were people of might. And the Israelites, them themselves, they did not see it. They did not see it. What they were, if you check, when the Israelites when they went to Egypt, if you read through the entire Bible, you will never see a time that these people created something, that they build houses. No, it was just art. They never invented anything. They did not even bring development to the people of Egypt. No, they did not bring any civilization to it. So they came and they were feeding off the people of Israelites. And either I like it or not, no country, I promise you, no nation will like for you to feed off them without you offering anything in return. So them themselves, they did not see their own minds. But Pharaoh saw it. And he knew that with the way these people are going, one day they will find it, they will come to that knowledge of it. And he knew that these people that they are, if you watch, what brought them to Egypt was food. It was food. Even the land that God gave them, that Jacob was, they did not cherish it enough to choose it over food. There was fine and good. But what they could have seen, go to Egypt, bring food back to Israel. But no, they went there because of food. And no matter how you want to tell the story, it was because of food. It was famine. It was because of food. There was famine. It was because of food. They went there. They saw their land. They saw their loyalty. They saw their whatever, their nationality, their patriotism for food. So Pharaoh saw this, that these people, there are people that their loyalty can be bought with anything. Even though they are mighty, even though they are many, there are people of small mind. There are people that they cannot think beyond the situation they are currently facing. And Pharaoh saw this weakness and he uses it against them. See, oh God. You see this guy there, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. You can be small and you rule people of a mighty nation. You can be small and rule people of a mighty nation. So please, I know my time is up. I know it's 1 more minute. But please give me 3 more minutes. Let me finish this story of Pharaoh and I will hand over to you. So he saw that these people, there is people of small mind and their loyalty can be bought any day, anytime. What Pharaoh said was that these people, there is a day that might come that our enemies will come against us. And the people of Israelites will join hands with them to afflict us and destroy us. So even though he was acting for the standpoint of fear and knowledge, he knew that these people can be bought. He knew that the Israelite can be bought with anything. He knew. If food can buy somebody, what cannot buy them? I mean, come on. If food can, if they can buy you food, she says, in a 10 million, they will give that you not succumb to. Come on, come on. So he saw it and he began to use them for his own benefits. What did he do? He turned them into laborers. He used it to build Egypt. He used them to build Egypt. And there's one thing. Assuming he just used them to build Egypt alone, it should have been nice. He was giving them, he was paying them, but no, he subjected them to slavery. He subjected them to suffering. Oh, you see, pain, suffering. What they do to the mind is beyond just what the mouth can say. It's a rewiring, it's a reconstructing. It reconstructs you from your original self and puts you down to what you are not. So Pharaoh saw that they were people of might. And you know what he did? Through suffering, affliction can break anybody that is great. No matter how great you are, if you are subjected under great, it will reduce you. To reduce you. Pharaoh saw this. He put them under great affliction and stuff like that. Now, what they now carry was not an identity of a child of God, was an identity of a slave. So no matter how God tried to connect with them on a child level, they could not connect with him on that level because what they saw themselves as was slaves. We are people that were supposed to be a slave to God, not a child unto him. Not somebody that's supposed to partner with him, but somebody that people that they are meant to work without any form of repayment, without any form of blessing. And what God wants from us is partnership. He wants us to partner with him in his work. So Pharaoh subjected them to that, and see, it was so great. The limitation, the reconstruction of the identity was so great that God had to kill those generation of Israelites for him to bring them into the promised land. Because he know if he brought those slaves, people that see themselves, God did not call them slaves. What he was calling them was his children, was his own people. But what they were seeing themselves was as slaves, people that they are not equal with God. They are not in the periphery of being worth the attention of God. So God knew that if he brought them to the promised land, they will destroy the promised land. So he could not use them. He could not use them. He could not use them. So identity is quite a large subject, my brothers, is a large subject. It's a large subject. The extent to which God will use you is tied to your identity. And let me just say this to round off. I said, if you were following me from obviously from the beginning, you would have heard this. I said your identity is constructed by a statement. So, in simple terms, what identity means is that identity is a statement that you are consistently tell yourself you are. Is a statement. If you say, my sister, confuse things. People that are confused, confusion between anything and everything. And this identity, this statement is gotten from two places. You can either get them by information or by revelation. So the statement of your identity can be gotten either by information or revelation. And information is from your past, your experiences, what you have seen happen to you, your environment, and your family. That is where you get the information from. Information that shape your identity. But the revelation that will change your life, that is the original self of who you are, is gotten from the word of God, nowhere else. I wish there was a better place to get the identity of self from. It would have been nice. I wish there was one book that they will write for you. This is who you are. It would have been great. Me myself, I will not bother for this, I will not even bother. I'll just tell you, go and read this book, you see it there. But no, I have 1 more minute. I have 1 more. Let me just say this in this 1 more minute. So the information about your life, if you have any identity that is currently limiting you, it is because you got it from information. And anything you repeatedly say to yourself, you become. I promise you, if you repeatedly say it, you will become it. Before you even start doing it, you have already become it. And when you become, you start doing it. You start doing it. If you watch the life of Jesus Christ always called himself the Son of God. He did not call himself the servant of God. The Son of God. And the things he did were things that a son will do from a standpoint of a son, not the standpoint of a servant. Baba, he raised the dead. The only thing that a son can do, not what a servant can do. If you read through the Old Testament, obviously things that servant of God could do. But what a son, he rose people from the dead. And he himself rose from the dead. Only what the son can do. Only what the son can do. The life of Jesus Christ is an example of, oh my God, of who we are. But then, with this 3 point of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that your identity is the pathway to your manifestation. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir. I think that 30 minutes is enough.
All right. Thank you so much. Can you hear me now, please? Can you hear me, please?
I can hear you,
All right.
sir.
Thank you, please. All right. Thank you so much, sir. That's a wonderful section with you. Wow, wow, wow. The thing you repeatedly tell yourself is what you become. This word really struck me and I felt, wow, blessed by it. The thing you repeat. So if you don't learn anything, please, this word is enough. The thing you repeatedly tell yourself is what you become. So identity is not just one kind of thing that maybe just exists or one big thing like that. Like he said is we define our identity by two different ways, which is by information or by revelation. So most of the time what we call ourselves is what we are becoming. We have called ourselves countless times as a failure. I could remember when I was young, there are sometimes I attempt things and I give up easily and I said, every time I always fail to do this, every time. So the day I now begin to see myself, no, I'm not a failure, I'm a champion. And I understand the reason behind my name, because I discovered my name is Oluwasegun and I felt like, Oluwasegun means I'm victorious. So why am I failing? I am supposed to be a winner. So since then, I begin to continually or consistently see myself as a winner in everything or everywhere I am. So the thing you repeatedly what tell yourself or call yourself is what you become. And he mentioned one thing. He mentioned one thing that really struck me. He said something that it is not it is not what God says about you alone that defines you. Or it doesn't matter. Okay, he said it doesn't matter what God calls you, or it doesn't matter what the people calls you. But what matter most is what you yourself calls yourself. And I was really really blessed by that too. I don't know if someone get that. Please, if you get that, please write that down, write it out. It doesn't matter what God calls you or what someone else causes you, but what matter most is what you call yourself. So forget about what people have said concerning your life. Forget about what different men of God have said. But what believe on what God has called you, and also attempt that and said, "This is what I will call myself." So thank you very much, sir. We have some questions here to ask our um speaker here. We have some questions. I believe he's still live with us here. I believe he's still live with us. So, sir, I please, if you have any question, kindly drop your questions. If you have questions concerning identity, if you need clarity, if you have been confused in any way, I'm very sure he's going to give a definite and correct answer by the help of the spirit within him. So please start dropping your question if you are live here, and even after now still have a question, maybe you are watching this video after now, please you can drop. We'll come back to give an answer to each questions. Yeah, we'll come back to give an answer to each question. So, sir, I don't know. I will love to ask, please, are you with us? Is our guest speaker still
I'm
with
with
us, sir?
you. If you can hear me, I'm with you.
All right, all right.
If you
Thank
can
you,
hear
sir.
me,
We
I'm
can
with
hear you.
you.
So,
I think my network is continuing to.
okay, okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. So, I will love us to know this. I have this question that comes to me while I was studying the identity. You know, there's one thing about we human, that identity, we understand that identity is very important in our life. Looking at the topic given, it says, who are you? That's the topic. Who am I? Then beyond just your name, beyond your title, who what exactly is your identity? Now we discover that many human beings, we only describe ourselves beyond maybe our name. I could remember a friend reached out to me and said, please, this question, how do I answer it when someone asks me who am I? Then I asked her, I said, okay, please answer it yourself. Let me hear from you first before I give you the insight of what it means. And the person was telling me, when someone asks me who am I, I should tell the person my name is so 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 and so person. I am from. So I was shocked when I heard that, and I believe that is the same mindset everyone has when we are talking about or when we are asking about the question, who are you? That is the identity question. So beyond that, how can someone get the right answer to it? What exactly does it mean by asking who are you? What is the right answer to it? So I don't know if you get my question, sir.
If you can hear me, your voice was breaking most of the time.
Okay, okay, I believe his network is frustrating. So please, I believe his network is frustrating. So please bear with us while he comes back with us. Bear with us while he comes back with us. Please stay. If you have any question, I can see people here. Please, if you have any question, kindly drop your question. Kindly drop your question. This is a moment whereby is we are going to give clarity to your questions. Yes, we are going to give clarity. So if you have any questions to ask, please kindly drop. And if you can't drop it here, you can make use of the link. Maybe you don't want to identify yourself, you can make use of the link that is sent to the community as well as the group. So please, let's drop our question. Let's start dropping our question while the speaker join us again. I believe he's going to join us soon. Okay,
Can you hear
I
me
believe
now?
he's going to join us soon. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now. I can hear you clearly now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So I asked this question. I said, beyond just our name, just like the theme of this program, he said, who am I? Beyond just our name, beyond just the title, what is our identity? That is what we are here for. So I discovered and I shared something that a friend of mine reached out to me recently and asked me that if someone asks who am I, what should I give the answer? What would be my answer? And I asked her back, I, if I ask you who are you, let's assuming as a stranger, I met you as a stranger and I said, please, who are you? And what will you give? What will you say? And she said, I will tell you that you will tell me that her name is so 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 so, and she's coming from so so place, and maybe what she does or where she lives. So I want to ask, I know many of us watching this live ask also the same question. We are here to get answer to this question. How can we answer the same question? How? Asking question of identity, because we understand that asking who are we is beyond we asking our name, is we knowing our identity. So how can we answer this question, sir? That is the question.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for that question. That's why hell of a powerful question. But then I just give a simple answer because I don't want to go too much. There are two major. I'll not say types. I'll say kind of identity. You have the general identity, and specific identity. If you hear me from the beginning, you understand that I said there is an identity that God reveals for you for your assignment, and there is an identity that God has ordained for you that we all are for your own
Mm.
personal living. So fundamentally, everyone is a child of God. Everyone is a child of God.
Mm.
Everyone is a child of God. Everyone is a child of God. Because apart
Yeah.
from the fact that apart from the fact that God created us, you can also use physical means to fact check that. If you say your mother give birth to you, your parents give birth to you, that God did not create, that is a business. I don't know for you, but then every one of us, God created us. And anything that you create or anything that you invent that comes out from you or from your hand, fundamentally is your child. Because it comes out from you. It's from you. Anything that comes from you directly, that is, that you make, you create, you invent, anything that is your child. Is your child. So fundamentally, every one of us, we are a child of God. We are a child of God. Now, what does it mean to be a child of God? That is what many of us does not know. That's why we cannot work with the identity of a child of God. You see, if somebody call himself the child of Dangote, if he does not know what it entails to be the Dangote, he will be work like a snake. He will suffer like,
That's
I
true.
don't know, he will suffer like me. He will suffer in the street like me. Because he does not know that his father has this in his store and he has access to it. So you may know that you are a child of God. The question you need to ask you is, do you know what it means to be a child of God? Do you know what it means to be a child of God? And if you know, then have you repeatedly say it to yourself over time? Have you consistently say it to yourself? Because anything you know today, anything you know today, you may not necessarily believe it until, even if the thing is hard to enter, even though you not believe it, anything you not believe, repeatedly say it to yourself over time, you will believe it. Even if it sound untrue, even if it is untrue about your life, if you keep saying it over time, every time, you will believe it. You will believe it. Now, you can call yourself, I'm a child of God, and there's nothing on your mind. But when you call yourself a child of God and you know what it entails to be a child of God, anywhere you go to, the first thing they ask you, who are you? I'm a child of God. And when you say it, is with all confidence. And do you know what it means to be a child of God?
Mm.
You are the child of the owner of the universe. You have access to control the universe however you like. Because the inheritance of God is yours and He has given you access to it. You see, it's two different things to have an inheritance from a wealthy father. And it's a different thing for you to have access to it. But God gave you the inheritance of the universe and He gave you access to it. That whatever you say, whatever you do, shall come to, oh my God.
It's true.
Majority of the time is that we don't know what it entails to be a child of God. Everybody know we are a child of God, but they do not know what it means to be a child of God. So we have a general identity, we have a specific identity, and these two things can be founded in the Word of God. There is no way you will find it. I'm sorry, I can. I assume you are in my discipleship class or my mentorship class. I can begin to take you on what it means to be the child of God, and now you can access it. But then you have to do a deep study on your own. Study what it means to be a child of God, what being a child of God entails. And for you to know
Yeah.
what being a child of God entails is that you have to know God Himself. Is in knowing God, you know you is in knowing God that you know what it means to be the child of somebody. Dangote
Mm.
father, Dangote son will not know what he has access to or what he can do if he does not know who Dangote is. If he does not know who that he, they no born and rear, nothing he will be able to do. He will be walking on the streets, he will be doing shoemaker. But then if you know my father is the owner of this, my father is the owner of this one, you and I do not, you and I might not even know Dangote to a state whereby his sons knows him. We just know he has cement. There are many other companies that he has and we don't know yet.
Wow.
In you
Mm. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. You have said beyond it. You need to see yourself as a child of God. You need to know God Himself. That's the thing. And he made mention of there's a specific identity and there's a general identity. So you need to discover yourself because it's only in God that you can know your true identity. It's only in the true God you can know your true identity. That's a very good one. Thank you so much, sir. I think there's a question that I have here also. It says that can one discover purpose without first knowing who he or she is? And can one discover purpose without first knowing? Can you live a purposeful life? Yes, without knowing your identity. Is it possible? You can just give a straight answer. I believe that question is just
you want to give a straight
so. Sir,
answer.
over to you. Can you one live a purposeful life without give? Sir?
How identity is impossible. You can't even imagine a
Thank you so
purposeful
much,
life
sir.
without your identity.
Thank
But
you.
you can't.
Thank you. You can't. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. God bless you, sir. I really appreciate that is a very good one. You can't know your purpose. You can't know why you're existing if you don't know who you are. Because it's through your identity you discover why you are created. That's just the reality of it. If you look at the story of Jeremiah from the book of Jeremiah 1 verse 5, when God says, before you were formed, I know you and I have ordained you as a prophet. Now, if Jeremiah did not see himself as a prophet, he can never fulfill his purpose in life because God has already called him as a prophet right from the before he was formed. So he need to see himself as that thing. So you need to see yourself. You need to know who you are. You need to discover yourself first before you can work towards what your identity. Sir, for before we end now, I think I have one more last question for you. I have one more question for you, sir, before we call it a day. I really enjoy your section tonight. Thank you so much. And this question says that now many a time when now we know you as a how do I put it, as we call you the builder, and all over here and there we have been hearing your name, we have been seeing you, we've called you here again to come and at least build us as your name, the builder, because some people, I know some people will be wondering, why why exactly are you called the builder? Are you building something? What exactly are you building? There's a sort of questions that will be asked. Yes. So the builder, the name, that name itself, I know it is your identity, is what you see yourself as. That is why you are calling yourself that name, right? And I know it is not just one time thing. So I want to ask, what inspired that name at first? And secondly, what identity shift was given to you? Like, how does that name shift your identity to become who you are right now? I don't know if you get that question, sir.
I get the question. I I get the question
Please, can you
perfectly.
just summarize? Don't. All
I
right.
need
Thank you so much, sir.
oh team, oh team, oh team. Okay, okay, okay. The name the builder was actually got from the book of Hebrews, chapter 6, I think verse 8, yeah. Where God said, the builder of all is God. The builder of
Hmm.
all is God, but then there are builders under God that builds people. So Paul was talking to the people of Hebrews, and he was telling them that the builder of all is God, but the builder of all is God. But people that build men, they are also builders. So before, if you know me from this thing, before they what men Eagle, I don't know if my amazing apostle is in the house. It was one that gave me the name Eagle. But then I was talking on personal development, talking on everything Christianity. But when I got the revelation of the name, the builder, and now one thing about builders is that before builders build, they tear down. So
Hmm.
builders do not just come to a place and start something. No, they tear down first. So that's majority of one of the things I do. I deconstruct pain, now build it into a beautiful life. So that's why majority of the time I start from trauma. I start from past experiences because I understand the motion of going through pains, of going through abuse, going through trauma, and it shaping your identity into a false identity. I told you, if you are here from the beginning, I told you I was called a mistake. So I saw myself as a mistake until I got the revelation of who I before I first general revelation of who I am, which is I'm a child of God. Then I now begin to separate myself from that mindset. Then going further into God, I found the name the builder. So
Hmm.
we are called to
Hmm.
build men that are on the low states. We are forging men from men that foundation that has been destroyed. Because foundation is everything, you understand. But then when the foundation is forged, what can the righteous do? You break it and rebuild it. What can the righteous do? Break it and rebuild it again. And that's what I do. You go back into your past, how pain has shaped you into who you are today, and we deconstruct it. We deconstruct it. We build you up from pain into something great, into something beautiful, into God's main agenda, into who God says you are.
Hmm.
So majority of the thing I do is from pain. I don't do it from the standpoint of don't do I do it from the standpoint of pain. That yes, you've gone through this, it has shaped your life into that's why people I talk to that people that have trauma, people that are broken, people that are dejected, people that are being caused all sorts of abusive names from childhood. And you begin to deconstruct, scatter everything first of all. Scatter everything first of all. You know God's pattern for your life. You know God's pattern for your life. So that's why I
Yeah.
have, though it will come out on my birthday, I have a community called Regen Up. Regen Up, that is regeneration. You get it?
Hmm.
Regeneration, like it's like a rebirthing.
Yeah.
We are not, no, we are not, we are taking you back to the womb to rebirth you again. We knew
Wow.
that your foundation had been defaulted and we cannot build anything on that faulty foundation. So what can we do? We can destroy it. We can take you back to the starting. Start from there. Now build it right again. It's a lot of work, but then that's why we have the Regen Hub. It's a community. Apart from Tranquil Blazers, but that community is coming live, obviously, by the grace of God. It's not pass. On my birthday, I'll be launching the community again. I'll be opening it again. We have three
Wow.
processes in that
Wow.
community.
Wow.
We have the purging state, the forging state, and the making state. The purging state is where we are breaking your foundation. We are taking you back to the foundation. We are scattering it. After we now scatter, we now take you back to the forging state. The forging state is where we now build your life according to God's life or according to God's pattern and purpose. The making state is where you now begin to manifest what God has called you to do or what God has caused you to be. That is the making state. That's the making. The making state is just, you know how cake is being done. You first do the better part, the icing on the sugar. That is the making state. The furnishing, the polishing of the work of God on your life. that is the making state. So basically that's it. That's what I do. Watch out for us. We are coming hard and strong. Hard and strong. We are leaving no stone unturned. No stone unturned. So that's it for me, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Wow. Wow,
So
thank you so much, sir. That's a very good one. You have all heard him, you have heard him already. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. That's a wonderful one. So if you want to join the community, you can reach out to me. Yes, you can reach out to me. Yeah. I mean, I will connect you to him. If you need to reach out, you can connect with him. The builder is in the building. That's what I do call him, the builder in the building. He's man I so respect so much. You can hear him so well. Anything traumatic, anything pains, he will help you heal from there. So thank you so much. God bless you all. So tonight we have come to the end of this section, and we'll be continuing from next time. We'll be continuing from next time when we meet again. Please stay tuned to our community, and while we wait for the next program, don't worry. You all know that I don't just invite normal any other people. I invite special people to those programs. So thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe to this channel. Please do well so you will not miss some amazing videos and amazing live sections here on this channel. It's going to be a wonderful one, and you all know that this channel we speak more on purpose, and we speak as well on leadership as well, and also personal development, how you can what grow in your personal life. All right. So I guess I have one question that was sent earlier, but I don't know. I think the person was talking about the question was related to purpose. Yes, if the person is live with me, I don't know if the person will be hearing this video. So in case you this question, you are the one who sent this question, you ask a question that you desire to know your purpose, and how can you know your purpose. So please, if you are here, please just reach out to me in my DM personal chat. If you are the one that sent this question on the anonymous nick, please do well to reach out. I am ready and willing to take you through on the journey. I do tell people I will not tell you what your purpose is, but I will tell you and I will guide you on how you can discover your purpose. Are you getting me? So it is only your source that can tell you why you are created. I do say this, it is only the creator of a thing that can tell you why a thing is being created. So please, if you need to know about your purpose, if you are confused, if you are here to discover who you are, remember it is when you know who you are, then you can know why you are here. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if you are here to discover who you are, or you are yet to discover why you are created for, please, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to any of my team members. They are the one, they, or any of the admin. Then reach out to me as well. They can share you my contact, and we'll talk from there. I believe God helping me, because I have helped countless of people and I've guided them on what step to take in discovering their purpose for their life. So please, please, and please do well to reach out. Don't hesitate. Please, I do tell people time is ticking. Time doesn't wait for no one. Time doesn't wait anymore. It is ticking so fast, so fast. So it is better, the earlier the better you know your purpose and you start living in it, the earlier the better, please. All right, so thank you very much for this section tonight, my amazing speaker. God will
thank you,
continually
sir.
bless you. Thank you for showing up. I am grateful. I'm grateful for honoring this invitation. God bless you. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
God bless you. I'm deeply grateful. You are not just a friend, you are also a brother, and you have really assist me in many ways. As you can see him, he's a brother to me, very close brother. So I know he's busy. You can hear him. He has his community. He has this, he does that. And if you want to know more about him, reach out to me. I can share his contact freely. He teaches on his status every day, consistently. It is not easy. Every day he teaches on his status, so you can learn from his status as well, and I've been a blessing from him as well. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir, for joining us. Thank you for showing up for us tonight. We really appreciate, and we will expect to have more of you. I wish we can have the second edition of those. Like you said, identity is wide. It's not something we can just teach one day. The time limit I gave him was so time. So please, when next we call you, please don't hesitate to say yes. Just tell us a yes, because my people here, they are ready to listen to you again. They are always ready. They are always ready. Thank you so much. Please, is there any question? I believe there's no question. I cannot see any question in the comment section. So please, can we say thank you to our speaker? If you are with me, just say thank you, sir. If you can say thank you, just type and say thank you. His name is the builder. The builder, we call him the builder, popularly known as the builder. Just say thank you, the builder. Thank you. Please, I want the comment section to be lively. Please, for those who are with us, who are still listening to this, please kindly type thank you so much. So God bless you for staying us. For those who have stayed from the beginning to now, God bless you all. I am deeply grateful. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe to this channel. We are just starting this way. When next you see us, it's gonna be an enormous one, gonna be a great one. So please don't forget to subscribe so you will not miss. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Have a
Yeah.
blessed
Thank
night
you so much.
rest. Thank you, sir. All right, bye. God bless you all.
Thank you.